Hey everyone, welcome back to the Kingdom of Westeros, where my wife Daenerys Targaryen sits upon the Iron Throne. That's right, I'm Jaime Lannister, and as we started this series as Tywin, we have descended into something rather unexpected. I was asking people whether you want me to continue or not, because I always said I wasn't going to do this full RP, it was really just going to be a short series, so I got a very good idea of the changes made with Conclave, in particular with things like the regional laws, you know, all the normal stuff that you might not necessarily be used to, all this sort of thing. And I think like we have gotten to grips a bit with it, and people have voted to keep things going. So Derpy, Will Karstark, Freetown, Ozzen, Alex Berry all wanted me to continue, so I'm going to continue for a little bit at least. So I was having a think because Ben was saying that's a bit out of character. Jaime loves Cersei, and he's never declared war to remove her son from power and stole his wife, with whom he doesn't actually love and whose father he murdered as queen. He's not that ambitious. You've got a point, and I agree. I did this purely as something interesting for me to do. Burton, not Jaime Lannister. But if I was to think of a RP reason, it would be this. So, Cersei, forget the fact she's dead for now, let's start at the beginning. Joffrey is dead. He died. Daenerys had him executed. We couldn't foresee she was going to do that. She went against our wishes. But the problem is, Joffrey was not ruling the Iron Throne. Joffrey, before this, was incapable. It means that his regent and Lady Margaery Tyrell were ruling. And you would think, well, maybe that wouldn't be so bad if Cersei was there, the person who Jaime loved more than anything else. But she wasn't. Cersei got shipped off to Dorne, where she died under suspicious circumstances a year before Joffrey died. She was married to Tristan. Have the Dornish had their revenge against the Lannisters finally? Very odd indeed. So if I was to justify it with an RP reason, I could say that Jaime was protecting his family in the strangest way possible. His father had died 2 years before the war for the Iron Throne started. It was his father's wish that he married Daenerys, so he honoured his father's wish after giving up his claim to the Gold Cloak, not the Gold Cloaks, the Kingsguard. So not only did he become Lord Paramount for the good of his family, he also married Daenerys Stormborn. So strange. And it wasn't even Joffrey who was declaring him a traitor, because Joffrey was incapable at the time. It was the Tyrells, because they saw an immediate threat to their control on the Iron Throne. And that's a threat that we couldn't go against until the right time. And the right time came about, but think about it. Mycelle is alive, Tommen's alive. Both of them are there with us, and my niece and my nephew, yeah, wink. So that's sort of my RP explanation. So take it as you want, take it with a pinch of salt, because like I say, we didn't start this series. Well, we started with a little bit of RP, but it wasn't a serious one. But let's continue as we mean to go on. And Ben, thank you for that comment. I like the fact it stimulated my brain into thinking of a reason that Jaime might actually do this. But it has caused him a lot of pressure, as you can see. He is now stressed, and that's not good. My moodiness and my tendency to lash out at people is getting worse. I sleep too little. I can't seem to stop worrying. So we haven't spent much time having a look at Jaime, so let's have a look at him now. Obviously we know he's a dutiful commander who's also extremely attractive. A bit like me. Obviously a twin, formidable fighter still. Interesting. Knight, dishonourable. Now that's up for debate. I personally don't think he's dishonourable. Yes, he killed the king he swore to protect, but he also swore to protect the realm long before he swore to protect the king. And he saved pretty much everyone in King's Landing. In fact, the only wrong thing that I think Jaime's ever done, besides shagging his sister, is trying to push a little boy out of a tower. So, bad Jaime. Oathkeeper. We still have Oathkeeper. That's good. That's a sign of things to come. We're going to be keeping our word, doing what's good for the realm. We're a duelist. We're cynical, but yet proud. Brave and chaste. Chaste? Jaime Lannister chaste. Maybe it's because Cersei died, you know, he just him and Daenerys, who knows? He's honest, but also stressed. So that's not going to be good. Let's have a look at Dany. So Dany is a charismatic appeaser, who's quick and attractive. Liberator, which is always good. She's a dragon rider. Drogon came on over. She does have a dragon egg as well. Interesting. She's trusting and temperate. Just and kind, humble, and a family person, which is good. That's going to kind of offset our depressed traits, or stress traits, should I say, a little bit. So can we get a kid? Who the hell knows? Dany wants me to be on her council. She wants me to be a commander. Of course, wife. I will be your commander. Please like me more, though. Come on, we can't have that. I know you demand vengeance. Your father was bloody mad. I'm sure you would have killed him as well. So we'll see. We'll continue to try and bribe Dany and see what we can get. In fact, let's pick an ambition. We want to have a son. That is what we are going for. Now, we do have the army still up here, and I think for the good of the realm, we are going to leave our army in King's Landing for the time being. In fact, let's switch over to... We'll do direct vassals for the moment, just so I can keep an eye on my people. It was pointed out, yes, I was foolish in Hornvale, not keeping an eye on the plots that were going on, and then it got stolen out from under us. Now Varys, he's lost a little bit of land himself, namely to Harlan Wagstaff, everyone's favourite character, I'm sure you can agree. But we've got a random piece of land down here in Harvest Hall, which, familiar name, Selmy. Interesting, so we've got Arts and Selmy there, under our control. So we'll see how things go. I mean, I think it's going to be interesting to carry on as long as something actually happens. If nothing happens, then it might be a bit of a bother. So let's speed things up a little bit. Minor titles are grantable. So we do have a commander space. Who have we got available? Benedict Broom. He was previously a bodyguard. Ah, to the noble. You hear that? Noble. Lord Paramount Jaime. You should be happy to know that I, Queen Daenerys, will be holding a coronation ceremony in the Great Sept of the Faith in honour, with the blessing of His Holiness the High Septon. You have received the honour to be invited to attend the ceremony, which will soon be held in King's Landing. Your most holy lord and liege, Queen Daenerys. Somewhat cold, Dany. I am your husband and you're sending me a letter. What arrogance? No, I'm kidding. I will write to her and tell her I will attend. Obviously we must be in separate places. I must be in Casterly Rock at the moment. So who are we going to do? I think Benedict Broom. He was formerly a bodyguard. I think he was a bodyguard to my father and we dismissed him. I'm not actually going to have a bodyguard as we decided previously. Designated regent, we're not going to bother about. Positions, I'm pretty much fine with anyone. I put a powerful lord, Marbrand, as my castellan, and he's going to remain as my castellan. I want to try and keep him somewhat happy. I don't think we're going to bother with any claims. Oh, hang on, that's a good point. Kevin? My father was trying to do something against the Ironborn. Let's see if we can continue this. Okay, so Prince Doran the Old revoked the lordship of Dalston Keep from Sir Norrin the Kingslayer. Can we see if there's any factions? It's just me with my Crown Loyalist faction, and there's a Liege Loyalist faction for myself as well, so we are pretty much secure in our position. Now Mace is doing okay, nothing too much for him to worry about at the moment. He is suffering from some Ironborn raiders, and they've actually been really active of late. Marbrand's up to something. He's used the favour on Lord Kevin of the Westlands to force them to join all their factions. What is it you're trying to do, Marbrand? You are my friend, so I do not fear for myself. He's got Kevin to go ahead and join my Liege Loyalist faction. Marbrand, what can I say? You know what? That's what I like, calling in a favour. Negotiate non-aggressive pacts. No. That's strange, we need to have a look a bit like that. I'm actually going to send him a little gift, I think. We're going to improve his opinion of us a little bit. He wants an honorary title, so let's grant him an honorary title. And as he's my uncle, and we've made him a should we designate him our regent? I don't think so. I think we're going to make him Master of Horse. There we go. you want to be appointed an honorary office. Well, that's all you're getting from me. Let's continue. So while we're waiting for that, let's have a look at everyone else. So, over in Dawn, we have Doran, who's now classified as the Old. Ariane is still there with us, as is Quinton, as is Tristane. Maybe we should look about trying to take care of Tristane. I don't know about this. How did Cersei die? Suspiciously. Will we ever find out? I think it's got a Martell written all over that. So Queen Daenerys Stormborn revolts the kingdom of the Stormlands from Lord Varys of Shipbreaker Bay. So Varys has worked so hard to get all of that land and he's gone ahead and lost it. Wow. Plot to incite revolt. Well, we can't do anything with him. We have to keep a good eye on Varys though. Wow. Who's she going to give that to? Come on, lovely wife. You know you want to give that to me. The Queen on the Iron Throne. In the name of the Father, I, Queen Daenerys, with my manly Burton voice of House Targaryen, promise, pledge and guarantee on the sight of the Seven that I will be the protector and the defender of the realm and always useful to it. However may, in so far as I am supported by divine assistance according to my knowledge and my ability. Today Queen Daenerys was crowned by Her Holiness the High Septon and formally received the title Queen of the Andals, the Rhynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm. Long may Queen Daenerys live. Okay Queen, make me a king now, eh? Eh? I know that's not how it works. An important part of ruling the realm is learning how to delegate. This is something I've finally realised, that my stewardship has improved. So we've gained 1 on our stewardship, so that's actually going to improve us quite a bit there. We still need to be working on that. It rankles me that my liege, Queen Daenerys, has the fealty of Lord Flemont Brax, when Hornvale should be rightfully sworn to me. That is a very good point. The Braxes aren't too fond of me, seeing as my father went on a bloody rampage and tried to wipe them from existence when they raised up. So let's see, let's seek redress. Surely my good lady wife will honour me. My liege has agreed to transfer a vassal to me, but I will have to repay him later. Him? Her? I owe her a favour, and you know what? I'm willing to give her a favour. Right, Greenfield. I kinda want Greenfield back with me as well. Now we can buy favour with any of them to get us on side. The levy shifted noble obligations law. What the hell is that? I have no idea. Obligations law, here we go. So levy shifted noble. So this law governs how much tax and levies the gentry in the realm are obligated to contribute. The gentry tend to favour paying taxes over making troops available for their liege. Ah, okay. So this is increasing tax by 5, bringing up the minimum levy but dropping the maximum levy. Okay. I'm not too sure if we want that. No, I think we're going to stay with what we've got. That's interesting though. So let's go okay with that. We'll back her in whatever she wants to do there. Now titles and offices, I'll give that to the council. They should be deciding on that. Justice is definitely going to be me. Diplomacy myself. Not too bad. 1 weak claim can be pressed. Oh. Brandon, what has happened to you? Brandon the Broken, he is called. And pretty much... Oh, Jon Snow's still alive, he's up at the wall. Is that Barbary Dustin looking after him? No, it's Oliver Frey's wife. Wow, Brandon is not only crippled, but blinded. It looks like Summer's still with him though. So we can press a war Or we can actually claim Derry or Pink Maiden. Not while we've got the armies ready. So who can we do it for? Lymond of Brent's Book and Jane Derry. Cleos Ray. Who's got Derry at the moment? Lyman Derry. No, we're not going to be pressing any of that. I'm going to leave my soldiers fully where they are. We are still turning a good profit though. We could be making a lot more money, but for the time being, I think we're going to keep ourselves there for maybe a year or so. Right, let's have a quick look at revolt risk. This is obviously going to be revolt risk against ourselves, so it looks like the Aryans aren't too happy with me. What about Daenerys? So the only real revolt would they have? Stafford, no, you're not having anything. You're not worthy, that's right. Yeah, Islor Varys. That's pretty much it. Everyone else is surprisingly on side. They've been okay. I thought there would be rebellions absolutely everywhere, and it looks like there hasn't been so far. So maybe we can get on with our plan to quell the Ironborn threat. Now I'm just going to review some positions here. Tybalt, my spy master, is in King's Landing. That's fine. Oh, Peter of the Ring. It's Roxton. I know a YouTuber who likes Roxton. Yeah, didn't do too well. Let's get rid of all of these. She's become the guardian of Malmet Grammerton. Who the hell is Malmet Grammerton? Oh, I like that. Right, where are you? Castle of Kingsgate. Right, okay. You're timid, conscientious, and indolent. Okay. Yeah, good luck with that, Danny. You are going to need all the help you can get. And she's also got Sereny's Sunglass. Okay. Strange, but we'll go with that. That reminds me, should we take on board a squire ourselves? Surely there's got to be someone worthy. In fact, is there a young Dane? I doubt any Danes would come to us. There's Darkstar with his hood up looking all mysterious. Edric's far too old. Tollins. Now, I think possibly my good friends, Adam Marbrands. Surely you have a young son or a grandson or something. Oh, we've got young Adam. He's 1. Yeah, that's not going to work. Unfortunately, that's not going to work. In fact, let's just do it the proper way, shall we? Educate child. Oh, we can educate Janae or Drogon. Should we try and educate Drogon? That would be bloody funny. Really? Am I going to do that? You know what? Let's try. Surely Daenerys will be fine with that. Right, so let's continue. Nothing's happened at all. We have been defending the realm. Daenerys is quite happy to stay there. She's still got her truces going on. She's hostile towards a couple of people who are raiding, but that's really about it. So I think maybe we'll try and force the claims in the next episode with the Ironborn, and then possibly go from there. But I think that's going to be it for this episode at least. I'll see you all in the next one. Leave some comments where you want me to go with this, because we might be looking at not being able to do much for a while. Unless we get some claims up here, then I'm happy to continue as we mean to go on. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.